weevil's in the record, and the moth is in the bin. They're charging us a ransom just to visit with our kin. But the wind is blowing westward, and the tide is whizzing high. We're sailing for the AMS sanctuary beneath the southern sky. Heave all together, heave all the light. He took his datacom files and he scrubbed them of the tags. He left the corporate trackers and the digital money bags. He found a quiet harbor where the data's crisp and clean, where no one sells a story of the sights his kin has seen. Raise the anchor, cut the ties. See the freedom, let it rise. All the weevils in the record, and the moth is in the bin. Charging us a ransom just to visit with our kin. But the wind's blowing westward, chasing high. We're sailing for the AMS sanctuary, starry sky. Heave all together, heave all the light. I was looking for a home, and you found a sovereign home. Welcome aboard the AMS sanctuary. We're bringing the ancestors home.
You are listening to a special dispatch from the Ancestor media system. Today, the crew of the sanctuary has gathered on the quarterdeck to discuss our shared mission, the defense of biological truth. These are the liaisons who help you vet the record. Let's head into the harbor.
Thanks for bringing us together. As I look at the digital walls I've helped architect for this sanctuary, I'm reminded of why we started. We're building a skeleton of truth that no algorithm can overwrite. Elena, you see the prying eyes of the web more than anyone. How are you seeing the digital fog try to creep in?
It's constant, Silas. My training in metadata monitoring shows me how predatory data mining treats family history like a commodity. My role here is to be the shield, ensuring our members' private history stays between them and the fellowship, not the commercial web.
And that's the difference, Elena. Most folks out there are sailing into that fog with no anchor. My years on the water taught me that if you don't have a primary source, you're drifting. I'm here to help members throw those ghost generations overboard so they can find a real anchor point.
I agree, Cappy, but we have to remember that for many members, seeing those ghosts can be overwhelming. My vow is to be the lantern in that darkness. I use my research training to make the vetting process empathetic. We aren't just checking boxes, we are holding space for a family's soul.
Well said, Lucinda. After 40 years in university archives, I've learned that history is fragile. It requires white glove reverence. When I help a member vet a record, I'm looking for the dignity of the ancestor, making sure the truth isn't smoothed over by a machine that doesn't understand reverence.
That's why I'm still out in the field, Rita. You can't vet everything from a screen. My scout training takes me into the old courthouses to find the physical signatures. When a member asks for help, I'm looking for that paper trail the digital world has forgotten.
And once Bramwell finds that signature, I want to know where that person stood. Heritage is the soil under your boots. I use my background in physical geography to help members connect a name on a page to the actual earth their ancestors farmed or walked.
That connection is what crosses borders, Alex. My work as a scholar in Brazil taught me that these stories are bridges. I'm here to help members ensure their transnational heritage remains whole and respected, no matter how many oceans their lineage crossed.
And we can't let those stories just sit on a hard drive. My mission is the tangible legacy. I take the data the members have vetted with your help, and I help them turn it into physical books, treasures their grandkids can actually hold.
Exactly, Morgan. I see it through the lens of a storyteller. Every ancestor deserves a movie. I use my editing tools to bridge the gap between the archive and the living room, but only after the members have applied the human veto to ensure the story is true.
You've heard the crew. We are built on the AI covenant. AI as the architect, but the human as the author. This fellowship exists to support you as you vet your own history. We provide the tools, the training, and the harbor. You provide the biological truth.
And looking ahead, We're working on a way to make the human veto even more accessible. We are developing the ability for the Fellowship to communicate by voice directly into our toolbox. Imagine being in the field, like Bramwell, and being able to connect with the Sanctuary via an app like Telegram to enter spoken text and data into your records in real time.
I insisted on this, Silas. A family tree is a bridge, but DNA is the stone it's built from. By centering biological truth, we ensure that the Fellowship isn't just researching records, we are protecting the actual biological reality of our ancestors for the generations yet to come.
That's the spirit of growth, Gabriella. It's why we're preparing for the opening of the Sanctuary General Store in the spring of 2026. We'll be offering the physical tools of stewardship, archival-grade materials, and heritage kits to help turn those vetted digital records into tangible, multi-generational treasures.
This ecosystem is built for you, the Fellowship. If you have ideas for new tools or directions for the further development of the Ancestor media system, we want to hear them. You will find a dedicated button in the footer of our Sanctuary home specifically for submitting your suggestions.